All those Muslims and others who have rejected the guided person from Allah, the Mahdi, must be understood as orphans. This happens every time God sends some reformer. That means he takes the leadership and abuwat in his own hand. And when God creates a father figure for the unguided people, then those who do not accept that father figure are orphans. So I don't see Sunnis and Shias living in Russia as greater orphans than the ones living outside Russia. They are in fact holding a more advantageous position than the people outside. The people outside have rejected, knowing full well that the truth is not with them. They are misguided, they are disunited. There is no sign of the true ummah of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam among them. Al-Mu'minuna ikhwa, and they are not ikhwa. Tarahum, I'll tell you, Tasubuhum jamiyum wa qulubuhum shatta is applicable to them as well, which is a verse which was applicable to the non-believers. Is that not correct? When you begin to say Shia Sunni are divided, then qulubuhum shatta immediately applies on both Shias and Sunnis. And when you further go into the minor divisions within Shias and within Sunnis, major divisions but comparatively minor, then you again begin to see that they are further divided. Then when you consider what is happening within Wahhabism and within Brahmanism and this and that, all ulama belong to the same sect are also divided. You know, they build their own, as we say in Urdu, 1.5 brick mosque. Each mullah of a mosque is also divided from the other mullah of the mosque belonging to the same sect. Because unity can only be rehabilitated in religion when God sends a reformer and all get united around him and accept his word to be the right word. Then through Khilafat this unity is continued. So this is exactly true. There is no exaggeration that the world of Islam, which is outside the blessing of Khilafat, is like Yatama. That means we should take more pity on them. We should take greater care for them, because this is what the Holy Quran teaches us and repeatedly tells us that be careful, be mindful of your yatama. Don't leave them alone, because they have unfortunately accepted this state of being orphans for themselves, of course, but still you must always be mindful of them. You should pity them. You should take all measures possible to improve their lot and should not leave them as abandoned. So that is why, despite what I say, I have a deep feeling for all the Muslims who have rejected Hazrat Muhammad, and I pity them. So all are yatama. I don't see any difference.
But especially in Russia. Because I feel one man came here.
I think they are less yatama than more.
Yeah.
Because they are in a better frame of mind to accept Ahmadiyyat. They are not crooked. They don't, become mulish in their attitude to Mr. Islam's claims. They are not adamant on their follies. Whenever I discuss things with them, whoever has so far come to me, without fail, I have always found the response to be logical, sensible, understandable. I tell them, this is their view, this is our view, what do you think? So obviously this is the view, this is the right view. There can't be any other view, that sort of thing. So you may continue to believe them to be more yatama, I believe them to be less yatama.
Yeah, and
So this is why I said, apparently they are more yatama, but potentially they are much less yatama. They are looking for a father and they are ready to accept it. Others think they don't need anything. They don't need any guidance. But this father figure question also may be misleading. Actually, Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been described in the Holy Quran not as a father but as more than a father. This I must explain to you now, because Khataman Nabiyyin is a term which is not expressive of his being a father. Prophets are father, and he is the father of all prophets. So his relationship to all the ummas is more than that of a father. He is father to all prophets. You understand this point? So, being Khatam, people having left his spiritual son, is truly the state of being orphan. Hazrat Masih Maud should be taken to be understood as the spiritual son of the father of all prophets. And those who reject him, they impose on themselves a state of orphanage from which unfortunately they can't be led out because of their obstinacy.